Alright guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the old reliable, one of the greatest games of all time, Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is arguably one of the best first-person arena shooters out there until today, and it's been there for a while. I remember the first time I ever saw Counter-Strike was I was really young. It was probably in the early 2000s when I was probably 10 years old when I first saw it, 2000, 2001. I remember first seeing it in an internet cafe. Counter-Strike was not the first game I ever played in an internet cafe. The first game I ever played in an internet cafe was Quake 1 and StarCraft 1. And then one day Counter-Strike was released. I remember actually even before Counter-Strike, Half-Life 1. Was the game as well. I remember when I first saw Half-Life 1, I was like, this looks like a way better Quake 1. And the weapons were super cool. The map design was great. The graphics were great for its time. It was an amazing game. And I remember playing it for a couple of weeks, and then out of nowhere, this game called Counter-Strike comes out. I remember my brother telling me there's a new game that's out. It's actually built off of Half-Life and everything, and I was super excited. And when I first saw it in an internet cafe, played with my brother and stuff, it blew my mind how good the game was. Counter-Strike was arguably, at that time and until today, again, like I said, one of the best arena first-person shooters out there. As a young kid, I would play a lot of it. I'd play a lot of from beta to 1.0 to 1.3, 1.5, and eventually 1.6. But most of my childhood was playing 1.5. 1.5 was probably the one I spent the most time in. Alongside Condition 0 and 1.6, but mostly 1.5. That was back in what, 2000 till 2005, 6? I don't even remember. I remember being in school and I can't wait for the weekend to hit because every Friday, usually my brother takes me with his friends and we go to nearby internet cafes. At that time, of course, I was too young to go to an internet cafe alone, so I would always have to go with my brother, and I was always so excited. Counter-Strike kind of built the gamer I was. That's how I fell in love with first-person shooters, was being in love with the first iteration of Counter-Strike. Also at that time in the 2000s, we didn't have a personal computer at home that could run Counter-Strike. The experience of going to an internet cafe and playing Counter-Strike and competing with whoever's there, a bunch of strangers. I remember at that time there was no competitive mode, there was no ranked mode, at least you know where we play. It would just be the internet cafe hosting a 32-player server, 16 on each side, CS Militia, CS Assault, of course the classic, the Dust, and then Dust 2 eventually came out. A lot of them were not balanced maps, but at that time we didn't even care if the map was balanced or not. We were just so excited to play Counter-Strike, and that brings me to this video. The reason why I want to talk about Counter-Strike was that if you guys have been following my streams lately, for the past couple of weeks I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the latest iteration of Counter-Strike, if you guys are not updated. CSGO was released in CSGO was released in 2012. I totally didn't check, totally did not Google that. I knew it because, you know, it's also CS means Counter-Strike. No, but the last time I played Counter-Strike prior to the past few weeks was last year. It's May 2019 right now. Last time I played Counter-Strike, the first and last time I played Counter-Strike was back in February 2018 up until about June 2018. I never played CSGO up until last year. I know the game's been out for what, 7 years now. I only started playing last year. Why? Because when it was the hottest game out there, I didn't have a gaming PC to play it. I built my first workstation or PC in 2016, and at that time, I never really thought of playing Counter-Strike. The first games I played was Rocket League, and actually it was Rocket League. Rocket League was my life from in 2016 when I first got the computer till about what 2017, 2018. It was just all Rocket League. I never really got back into the Counter-Strike franchise. I could easily say that Counter-Strike Global Offensive is probably the game I super love and I super hate at the same time. I'm currently in a place right now in Counter-Strike that I really want to learn it. I really want to get good at Counter-Strike. That's why I've been playing it again on stream lately. I decided, you know what? I'll take a break from the usual games I'm playing on stream. Let's get back to Counter-Strike, just like the old days. It's probably one of the most frustrating games in quite a while. Trying to learn the game is so frustrating. First of all, how amazing people already are. I'm 6, 7 years late into the party. I only have 400 hours in CSGO right now. And the reason actually why I'm making this video is that I really want to get good at playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The grind and getting good at Counter-Strike is so difficult. It's so frustrating. It drains me. I think if you guys have been watching my stream for the past couple of days, I think I've been most visibly frustrated with Counter-Strike more than any other game out there. Most days I play Counter-Strike, at the end I'm so exhausted. My brain is tired, I'm physically tired. I feel like it's because Counter-Strike involves so much, not only physical mechanics, but also the mental game. The thinking game is so intense. You always have to be alert, you always have to be on your toes. You always have to adjust based on what your teammates are doing, what your opponents are doing, just the events, the constant pace of events in Counter-Strike is just, it's just so complex. But that's also the beauty of Counter-Strike. That's why like I really want to learn it. CS:GO, it is what it is. Learning CS:GO it's just roller coaster. The more you lose, the more you want to get better at the game. I never really solo queued in CSGO. I never really solo queued. It was always from the start, from the get-go, I was always playing with a lot of friends. And I feel like if I want to get really good at the game, the only way to get good at the game, or the only way to get good at things from what I've learned in life, it's all about practice, and two, it's getting comfortable being uncomfortable. With that said, I know the game is 7 years old. People are probably sick of the game at this point. I'm sure a lot of you have played this game for hours and days and months and years. And you guys are like, why are you just grinding now? Like, what year is it? There are things I'm thinking, but sometimes like the muscle memory isn't there. I F up a lot of shots. I F up a lot of utilities, a lot of grenades. During the heat of the moment, my brain starts panicking. Like I don't know what to do. I start to freeze. Like I don't know where to go. I don't know where to look. And I feel like all this is just lack of experience. It's lack of experience, and it's lack of, what experience brings is like exactly what I said earlier. Being experienced in something brings comfortability in being uncomfortable. I played 5 straight solo queue games today. 2 losses, 1 win, 2 ties. It was actually a really long day. Like I'm actually exhausted again. If I want to get better at Counter-Strike, I have to actually get better at the hard parts of it. And I think that one of the hardest things about CSGO, especially if you're new like me, is playing solo queue. I feel like solo queue is gonna help me get better at the game. Because currently I play with 5 stacks almost every time. There's nothing wrong with it, honestly, but I've never experienced solo queue, and I know a lot of you guys have risen to like global elite, SMFC, or any whatever ranks are out there solo queuing, and here I am 7 years late trying to solo queue. Let's go. One ticket, one stairs. Relax, but off. No trade?
Back! Behind!
Go.
I saw one.
Connector. I'm pushing smoke. Oh, fuck! Okay, we're good. Oh, under. What? Sorry, man. Sorry. Molly didn't hit. Let's go. There's an accident. Got one mid. Okay, you're at A. Bomb drop, TV room. One down. Flashing apps. One more down. 2 down in A, 2 down in A. One more stairs. 3 down A. Three down in A. One more in A. One more CT in A. Last two, last two.
I'm going to shoot it.
Got him. Got him. Ah, sorry guys. That was my bad. GG.
He's a tie anyway.
Sandwich. Dead. Burn! Gotcha. Flashing for you. Flashing. Was he boxers or? Oh. Okay. Got him. I'm checking apps. Bomb drop apps. One more here. I'm low. Yeah. Nading. I'm going back. All yours. Nice. Got him.
Near one.
Molly van. Nice! Go. My bomb is back in apps.
Nice. Plan.
Nice try.
Oh my god.
Good game, boys. Man, these games are good. This is the CS:GO life. You win some, you lose some. You get mixed and matched with different ranks. Things happen. But overall, solo queuing is a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I might be doing this more often. Maybe a new series of this. I'm pretty happy with how we performed today. It's my first day of like pure solo queuing. And yeah, it's pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun. I am enjoying this Counter-Strike grind, this getting good, trying to get better at the game. But yeah, this is the start, and this is a series I kind of plan on doing. I'll kind of, I guess, a solo queue series. Maybe I'll show you a lot more raw footage on this channel of the solo queues. I definitely want to do a lot of this kind of commentary or what goes on in my mind as I try to solo queue and try to get better at Counter-Strike. I've never been this like passionate about getting better at a game since probably Rocket League. With games like Rocket League or Counter-Strike or Apex Legends and all that, I think Counter-Strike is the one I'm most passionate about, just because I also feel like deep down in my heart, that's where I grew up as a kid. I grew up in the Counter-Strike world, and yeah, I have so much respect for people who are, for the pros in CS, whether at any level of pro, whether the world stage, the national stage, or the local stage. I also have so much respect for people who main CS:GO, when I say main CS:GO, whether as a streamer or as just a gamer, period. You know, on stream you'll be seeing a lot of Counter-Strike. On this YouTube channel I'll be releasing some of these solo queue episodes, because I feel like when I'm on stream I'd rather play with friends, but when I'm doing these videos, this is when you'll see more of the solo queue stuff. But yeah, the solo queue grind feels good. I feel like I learned a lot from the 5 games of solo queue today. Just because like learning from strangers and trying to adjust to people who I have no idea how they play is actually a lot of fun. And yeah, it's a lot of learning. I'm gonna end this video here. Again, thank you guys for supporting the channel, both the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel. I appreciate all the feedback from the first video. This is definitely a format I'll be doing a lot of in the next, months. Yeah, I kind of just I wanted to do these videos to kind of dive into the more mental stuff in terms of like gaming, streaming, or anything really. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, this sounds so cliche, but it really means a lot if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it. If you guys want to see any videos, any specific videos that you guys want me to do, doesn't matter, anything under the sun, let me know. Just leave it in the comments below. But it's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Take care, guys. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And have a good week. I'll see you guys in the next one.